Hey, Dave Knight here at 123daytrade.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Today was Tuesday, June 26th, 2018, and not the best trading day for me, being a dark side, short side trader. Now, I want to show you one thing um, that I did see and I didn't take. All right, so let's go back to the trading day itself. We actually have to go back to 5:30 in the morning. So here at 5:15, we see the highest red bar volume coming in. And then we, at this point, let me smush it together. And what you're going to notice, hopefully, when you're looking at it, we have this high red bar, and then we have a high blue bar up here. So I went up and down like a yo-yo today, going back and forth a profit. And long story short, I finished at +6 after being up for a while, then down for a while, but I didn't take the long. The long itself is at 8. Excuse me. I didn't start my trading session until 8 o'clock. So let's go ahead and mark that. And so all this happens pre-8, and then I figured we were in this highest volume bar, and then we're in front of pivot. Didn't really want to be involved in front of pivot that we haven't busted through, so I was looking to short. The short comes in up here and right in this area specifically. So right here is the short, and then it comes down through here. But then I want you to notice one thing that happened basically. If you're looking at let's smush it together, then you'll see the higher lows pattern overall. So we have this low here, and then we have this low right through here. This is where I was shorting, again adding, and this is where I got burned coming through here. Now I did notice this long, but once again it was in front of pivot. But I did think about going reversing the signal here around 33, 35, but there really wasn't any indication as far as red. There was 5. I guess you could count 5 red bars, and that's kind of what I was looking at. So let me smush it together a little bit. Let me widen it out so you can see it a little bit better. So here's your 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 right in through here to the low, but it took so long for it to develop that I bypassed it and didn't do anything with it. Then I tried to catch the up here. I tried to catch it, and it failed. And then eventually I tried to catch it up here, because this is where we were yesterday at 69.30. That failed. Then I stood aside and waited. We went up to R2. I tried right below R2, and that was a break-even trade. And then I stood aside for the rest. Well, I think I tried in here. And then basically, long story short, I felt fortunate to be able to be up on the trading session after messing it. And the true signal, obviously hindsight always works best. This was the highest blue bar volume coming in after the red. We had 22.49, and then here comes the blue. Now this makes sense that we would have a lot of blue bar volume at this level, because this is the highs from yesterday that we're breaking through. So I discounted this bar here and thought that once we got above here, we're going to $70 a barrel. And I don't believe I tried attempting a trade until after we got above, hit the 70. It was 70.02, and then I tried, and then took a small hit there. Then I stood aside for pretty much until I tried a couple times with some break-even trades. But in the end, my best trade, I was down 31 ticks, and then I went up 37 and finished up +6. But Um, I felt like I was lucky to get out of this one on a winning side today. Um, what I saw this time was the 5 blue bar volumes. This is why I went short at the end. Let me get my screen draw tool out and show you. Whoops. Why does it keep doing that when I want the line? Here's what I saw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one's discounted, but and I also had the GAN signal cutting across prices. So I was good getting in right through here, and I got out right in that area. So I think I took the long up. I took the short up through here somewhere and rode it out. So for 37 ticks or so, and I was out before this movement back up. I wanted to be, after being down on the day, I was glad just to be at break even on the trading session after I missed the long signal. And the long signal, obviously, in hindsight, it always looks great, right? Higher lows. So we were making a higher low pattern as we moved up the trading session. If we look at the market, you know, it was doing kind of like the higher lows, right? And then it zoomed on up like that. So now it didn't look completely like that, but that's kind of well how a higher low pattern sets itself up, obviously. And then we have the breakout. So I mean, it came down 3 times, and it made each time that each time it came up. So we'll use this space up here. So we made the low, and then it came back up, and then it went up, and then it came back down, and then it broke through. So this is kind of the way it looked like today. It went down 3 different times, and then it broke through and broke up. Like I said, I feel fortunate to be able to say that I met break even on the trading day. That's all I really want to speak about today. I went to the sidelines after getting this trade down in here and exiting down here. This is my exit, I believe, right here at 21. So I was quite happy to be at break even on a day that was kicking my ass. That's about it. You notice I had 10 trades today, just trying to pick off the top, and it took a long time to be able to pick off the top, and I felt fortunate that I was able to get on the winning side after being on the losing side. And I was up until this +6. I was up as high as +2, and I went down to -31 at my low, and then I finished up +6. So not the best of my trading days when I could have caught the long at some point. So obviously the bias of being a dark side trader can hinder you, and those that were able to catch this long trade, awesome. I'm glad to hear it. And it was a wonderful setup that could have been worth at least 100 ticks or greater to be able to run it past the $70 handle. That's all. Have a great rest of your trading session. Let's see if the inventories are friendly tomorrow or not. See ya. This is Dave Knight here from 123 Day Trade. I hope you once again had a better day than me. I've finished up +6 and make a new account high and still within range of 32,000. I feel fortunate to be able to pull out a win on a day that was kicking my butt. Talk to you later. Bye now.